Good morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, Granite Staters turn in unwanted medication on National Drug Take-Back Day. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Siobhan Lopez.
Unwanted prescription drugs are turned in at drop-off locations across the state.
Most people start using drugs with pills, and it's such an integral part of the problem.
Police battle the drug crisis on the streets. It's up to the community to do their part and help properly dispose of unused medication.
We know there's crimes occurring where people are breaking into homes just to steal this stuff. We know that workers are going into homes and they're looking through medicine cabinets, or worse, your own children or friends of your children. That's the last thing any of us want.
The DEA Take-Back event happens twice a year.
Last time we did this, we had over 700 pounds just in Manchester alone.
Here in Raymond, the police department put out an all-call to the town last night, helping to improve today's turnout.
That was huge. We're really grateful to the police department for doing that.
The Raymond Coalition for Youth partners with police to collect the medications. Many who visit share their own stories.
Some people have lost loved ones, some people have survived cancer, some people have beat addiction.
Many departments also use this day to connect with the community.
We are back at Manchester Drug Take-Back Day.
So people of all ages become educated on what they can do to help combat the drug crisis.
This is a great opportunity to come out and, share the experience with the community and get the dangerous drugs, into a place that they'll be disposed of properly.
Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. GOP candidates woo delegates at Massachusetts convention. Let's take a listen to the video from WCVB David Bewick in Boston.
Nissan Titan, backed by America's best truck warranty, which covers more than any other truck in its class, inside and out, bumper to bumper. Now's the time to save with exclusive offers like this.
Massachusetts Republicans broke wide open here at their state convention this weekend, and now that split will continue into the fall. Governor Baker was welcomed to the GOP convention stage with applause and hugs, then used his speech to support lowering the sales tax, giving the death penalty to cop killers, and helping federal officials deport undocumented immigrants.
We need a strong, united Republican Party to serve as a check on those Democrat majorities.
But in the crowd, a woman holding a cutout of President Trump called Baker a liar and a traitor, and others held up signs accusing him of being a Republican in name only.
I'm voting for pro-life candidates who stand up for the unborn.
I'm 100% pro-life. Scott Lively, a pastor from Springfield, said he opposes abortion, supports gun rights, and believes President Trump has done almost everything right.
There is only one man in this nation that's responsible for the economic miracle that we've experienced since the election of 2016. That's our President, Donald Trump.
After the speeches, delegates cast votes on computer tablets, and then the results were announced.
For Charlie Baker, 1,577 votes.
Baker's nearly 70% is enough to win the delegates' official endorsement, but Lively scored nearly 28%, enough to qualify for a Republican runoff in September. Baker declined to say if he'll debate Lively.
On Monday, I'm going back to work as governor of the Commonwealth, and that is going to be my focus for the time being, because we have a lot to do. I did not answer the question.
Lively predicted the president will campaign with him.
I think I'll be on the Trump radar, especially because it's here in Massachusetts.
A little more than a month from now, it'll be Democrats' turn to come to the DCU Center and choose among their 2 declared candidates for governor. In Worcester, David Beattie, WCVB, News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Manhunt Over. Man accused of killing Corporal Eugene Cole captured. Let's take a listen to the video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
Everybody has to work every day to make sure that they are safe, they're thinking about procedures, and it's followed through. And that has helped us achieve the best places to work in Maine and being Shark certified. And we owe it to the employees. They do a great job on the floor.
Tonight, the citizens of Somerset County can sleep well, know that a dangerous man has been taken off the streets.
This picture was taken moments after a 7-person capture team found John Williams hiding in the woods.
He was in a prone position. We needed to take a facial picture. He would not raise his head to the camera, so we simply raised his head so we could take a picture and get it back to confirm his identity.
The 3.5-day-long manhunt ended near a campsite off Route 139 near the Fairfield-Norridge line. Investigators say they had found evidence that helped them track Williams. They are not saying whether Williams was armed, only that he gave, quote, limited resistance. Officers used Corporal Eugene Cole's handcuffs to restrain the man accused of killing the beloved Somerset County Sheriff's deputy.
The manhunt is done. As an agency, the Somerset County Sheriff's Office now has the opportunity to pause and grieve for the loss of our friend and our colleague, Gene Cole.
Sheriff Dale Lancaster says he personally notified Cole's family about today's capture.
They were relieved, thankful, and very grateful.
About 200 different law enforcement officers from 28 different agencies took part in this massive manhunt.
We would not be standing here today without it. I don't care how far they traveled, what agency they represented. Everyone that arrived here in Norridge said, "What can I do?"
Sheriff Lancaster says Corporal Cole would have been proud of this week's effort. The support from the citizens in this community is a testament to the pride they feel for Corporal Cole's service and sacrifice.
Part of the outpour that we've had in this community is because of Gene's interaction with the people here. He was part of this community. He was their deputy sheriff.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. President Trump blasts Democrats, James Comey, and the media in campaign-style rally. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
That's why we created Aura. From phone to frame, easily, naturally, elegantly.
President Trump taking a victory lap of his own after that historic summit on Friday and in advance of his own meeting, as we just mentioned, with Kim Jong-un.
He also had a lot to say about the Russia investigation and a new report from House Republicans. ABC's Tara Palmieri joins us now from Washington. Tara, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dan and Paula. That's right. It was a week of highs and lows for President Trump. While his top pick to lead the VA, Dr. Ronnie Jackson, had to withdraw his name amid embarrassing allegations, he saw as Secretary of State Mike Pompeo confirmed. And then he was able to take a victory lap for his high-pressure campaign against North Korea. President Trump taking a bow for the historic agreement struck between the leaders of North and South Korea, working toward an end to their decades-long conflict.
I think I have a responsibility. I think other presidents should have done it.
President taking on the challenge to denuclearize the Korean Peninsula and bring peace, a solution unreachable for the past 60 years, in that upcoming meeting with the North Korean dictator.
I look forward to our meeting. It should be quite something.
At the same time, signaling that he's ready to break the Iran nuclear deal. German Chancellor Angela Merkel and French President Emmanuel Macron were in Washington this week trying to salvage the accord before the May 12th deadline to pull out.
I think we'll be talking about Iran probably, but I don't necessarily expect it one way or the other.
While sending mixed signals on foreign policy, President Trump endorsed a heavily redacted report from the House Intelligence Committee, stating that there's no evidence of campaign collusion with the Russians during the 2016 election.
We were honored. It was a great report. No collusion, which I knew anyway. No coordination, no nothing.
But Democrats on the committee are calling the report fundamentally flawed. As Special Counsel Robert Mueller's probe and the Senate Intel Committee's investigation are still ongoing. Instead of attending the White House Correspondents' Dinner tonight, President Trump will head to Michigan for a rally. It's his second time skipping the annual dinner. And in fact, last year in Pennsylvania, he said he couldn't be happier being 100 miles away from the press. But this year, many of his top officials plan to attend. Dan, Paula?
The president doing what he knows best, counter-programming.
Exactly.
Counter-punching and counter-programming. Tara, thank you very much. Let's check in with...
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. And I'll have a news report in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.